So it turns out that if fashion designer Bob Mackie could turn back time, he probably wouldn't have created Cher's iconic mesh bodysuit in 1989. So Mackie recently told Page Six that it was too sexy for his taste. Have you ever been embarrassed by your own work, something you've created?
Oh, gosh. This is interesting. I haven't been either, but I actually take that as a bad sign because I think it means I haven't taken many chances or risks. And so there hasn't been a huge opportunity.
So you want to wear that outfit with just a little cover your girl?
Like, yeah, there's not even regret. Like, there's work that I've done that hasn't been received well, but I don't think I would change it. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I have to say.
Sorry,
about
I'm just
that.
still stuck on that outfit because A, it's so hot. It almost looks more racy with my eyes today than it even did at the time, which is weird. Is that just me? I need to know who her esthetician is. Like, I need some answers.
Yeah, like what was taped? What was like?
Was it?
Did
Yeah,
anything
exactly,
escape from the left or the right side?
Yeah,
Because
it
it's
was
just
tricky.
so narrow, that little strip. That's what I
There's a
didn't notice.
major and a minor.
Yeah, it's very interesting. And I think it's interesting that he's so bothered by it. It's like, it kind of shows that he's way more conservative than we thought he was. Because like, well, you designed it, now you're upset because she's near her son. So maybe that speaks to like his family nonsense. But I'm thinking about things that I'm embarrassed by. Have you not heard my dating stories that I've told on this show? But I also feel like those are the moments that I grow the most from.
Yeah.
Are those moments where it's really awkward and the moment it feels like the worst thing, but then later on you end up laughing about it and you learn so much more about yourself from those embarrassing moments. So I'm with you. I'm not embarrassed.
No.
Afterwards. In the moment, yes.
Yes,
Afterwards,
exactly.
no.
Yes,
It's a character
Literally, it's
building
funny.
moment.
This past weekend, Jaya asked me out of nowhere, have you ever been embarrassed by anything? And I was like,
that's a sweet question.
interesting. And I had to think for a second, and I remembered this story that some of you may have heard, that there was one time when we were doing an event on a stage. It was a big stage, big lights, big for the social, and it turns out that I had had my period on my dress. And I didn't know it until one of my girls was like, I think there's something on your dress, and it was a bit of a mortification moment. And like, but then also I was kind of resentful, being like, this happens. I'm not
You're
gonna
a
like,
woman.
Yeah.
We menstruate.
I refused to sort of be that, although we did switch dresses.
Yeah, I gave you my clothes.
Yeah, because she went home, she wasn't feeling that well.
Yeah.
But I did say to Jaya, I was like, I asked him, first of all, is there an embarrassing moment that you want to tell me? But he's like, no. And I said, just remember this, you remember nothing else. With time and distance, even the most embarrassing story becomes a wonderful story, and a wonderful moment. You will get through this.
I love that story, and there might be something going on at their age, like public shaming, or I don't know what it is, so I will remember that story. I go back to Cher, because I can't get over the outfit, but what I don't know if Bob Mackie, to your point, Andrea, is getting more conservative the older he is. He's quite old now, but the idea, like, in my mind was, he was like, oh my God, that was almost too sexy, and she was with her son, and I was like, it triggered something in me as a mom, because a lot of people come at me with my clothes that I'm not appropriate. And I think, is he coming from the camp of what is a mother supposed to look like? Or what is a
around
mother
her children.
supposed to dress like around their children?
Thank you.
And she's
That's
a
the part
mother.
that's weird.
And
It's
that's
hypocritical.
normal for her. And his father is also a big rock star. This is very normal. That might be the most covered up he's ever seen his mother.
Also, listen, to take it away from the rock star, I don't know about you, but I grew up in a house where my mother would walk around naked all the time. And if you had a problem with it, she's like, well, you can leave my house because this is my house and I want to be naked. So I think it's just maybe in his household. Maybe that's what I was saying. Something about his family where he didn't grow up with this.
Yeah.
And that's why he's so bothered.
Yeah. So don't worry, I'm going to lean into all the bodysuits.
Exactly.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.